Welcome to Jobaman Ghana. We are Ghana's leading tech-enabled career development and recruitment platform that connects qualified job seekers with verified employers. We are more than just a job platform. We are a partner in career growth and business success. Looking for a job? Call us. Filling vacant roles? Call us. Employee training and development? Call us. Workforce management? Call us. Call us on 054-290-4650 or visit jobaman.com.gh.
Hi everyone, my name is Albert Ludwig. I'm a communications officer for the American Chamber of Commerce, and I was in between jobs and I hopped on to jobaman.com.gh to seek for a job, and that's where I chanced on the communication officer role. So I applied for it, and after a series of interviews, I got a role and I started my communications journey with the American Chamber of Commerce. And Jobaman didn't take a fee from me. So I recommend everyone to hop on to jobaman.com.gh if you are seeking for a job, and if you are in between jobs and you are looking for a new role to transfer on, you are welcome.
Please, I am looking for a job. I will do anything.
Whoop a job. With Jobaman, you don't just find vacancies, you unlock opportunities. We've helped over 20,000 Ghanaians land their dream jobs and build meaningful careers. Our platform offers verified job listings you can trust, a fast and seamless sign-up process, expert career resources to make your applications stand out, personalized job alerts that bring the right roles straight to you. And now, as we celebrate 13 years of transforming careers in Ghana, we are giving back. Some lucky job seekers will get exclusive free access to our AI career tool to polish their CVs, write winning cover letters, and get noticed faster. Don't miss out. Your dream job could be just one click away. Whoop a job. More jobs day here.
Tired of searching endlessly for the right job? With Jobaman, you are in control. We connect you to top job opportunities right at your fingertips. But it doesn't stop there. Jobaman also offers essential skills training so that you can grow and stay competitive. Plus, you will get personalized job ads for roles tailored to your experience and interests. No more missed opportunities. Unlock your potential, achieve your career goals, and take the next step with Jobaman Ghana today. Sign up now and start your journey towards a better career.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us today on our webinar, The Changing Landscape of Job Hunting Tips and Tricks. And I'm your host, Benedicta Oklu, and we have been joined by great and awesome speakers and hosts. So here we have three great speakers that will help you as a job seeker. If you want to find your dream job, this is the time and this is the place for you to know the tips and the tricks that you would need. But first of all, what does Jobaman do? Jobaman is a company, we are a recruitment firm that connects verified job seekers with verified employers. So if you're a job seeker and you're looking for a job, this is the place to go to. And we know very well that employers are looking for job seekers, but then what do you need to be the best person or the best person for the job exactly? So that is what we do here at Jobaman. We make sure that we are connecting you, the qualified candidates, with a verified employer. So thanks for joining today's webinar. And again, I'm Benedicta Oklu, your host for today's webinar. So let's just wait some few minutes, or minutes is too much, some few seconds to get some people on board. And we have 9 people currently, but then let's just get some more people joining. Yes. So I hope you're all excited to be a part of this webinar, and It will be an insightful session, a very insightful one, where we will share what the changing landscape is. Things are changing fast in this industry in terms of job hunting. So we would like, this is the place for you to understand what you would need, the tips, the tricks, the things that you don't have to do, the things you have to be doing as a job seeker. So let's just see some more people joining in just a minute or two, then we would begin. Okay, so before, as we wait for them to join, let's do an icebreaker, a very simple one. Okay, the question is, what is the weirdest job title you've heard of? The weirdest one you've heard of? I don't know about you, but then I've heard of an orange peeler. An orange peeler. What is the weirdest job title you've ever heard of? Because nowadays HR has been rebranded to people and culture. So what is the weirdest job title you've heard of? I've heard of orange peeler. What have you heard of? Let's see what people will come up with. What you've heard, the weirdest job title. The weirdest job title. I've heard of orange peeler. HR has been changed to people and culture. Oh, shisha operator. Okay, shisha operator. Okay. Okay. So now let's add one more icebreaker. So I just chanced on. Okay, so yes, so I really love. Okay, thanks for joining so much. Thank you so much, Akudo. Thank you so much for joining. So that let's do second or final icebreaker. So I just chanced on the fact that I applied for like 58 jobs before landing the current job I'm in at Jobberman. So tell me, how many jobs have you applied to? Let's say starting from this year. How many jobs have you applied to? Let me know. I did 58, so maybe you did like 20 or 15 or 100. How many? Let's see what people have experienced, the number of jobs they've applied to. Oh, so don't want her. Okay, 20 jobs. Akudo, you did 20 jobs. Interesting. 20 jobs. Okay. All right. So I currently employed, Akudo, or you're still searching? Okay. $30. Larry says 30. 30. Interesting. 30. Okay. So much for sharing your responses with us. We know it's not easy to be applying for jobs. Okay, but you've not been selected. It's not easy to be applying for jobs and still not being called or haven't landed a role yet. But then this event or this webinar, is a chance for you to understand the tips and tricks you would need to actually land your next job, your dream job. So let's just dive right in. But before we continue, it's been 13 years since Jobberman came into existence, helping both job seekers and employers. So for job seekers, what we do for you, as you're already here, what we do for you is that we connect you with verified employers. So for 13 years, you've been doing this work, and we know that you can also do it. If other people did it and they landed their roles, then you can also do it with the tips and tricks we're going to teach you today. Right? Okay. And yes, we've launched our per job campaign, right? And this is the chance for you to apply for jobs on Jobberman. There is nowhere else to go for jobs if you're looking for a job, remote work, hybrid, whatever, full functional across Ghana. Please, this is the campaign time. Open jobs, more jobs day here on Jobberman. Visit jobberman.com.gh and apply for your job, and sign up is very easy. There's less than 10 minutes, you are done signing up. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for joining. So let's just dive right in. As I said in the beginning, we have experts in this industry, in the space of job hunting, in recruitment, right? They've been in the industry for years, and they are here to assist you with the tips and tricks you will need to succeed in this job hunting system or process. So we will just introduce our guests. Then we will start first of all with Jessica Amponsa Ofori. Jessica Amponsa Ofori, for the past 5 years, has been able to connect over 500 young people to their dream jobs. And currently, she's with Jobberman as an HR business partner. So, Jessica, let's welcome Jessica. Jessica, you're welcome to today's webinar.
Hi, Benedicta. Thank you for having me here today. I'm excited to be here. And welcome to all our guests today online.
All right, thank you so much, Jessica. It's great having you here. Now, next, we have Rita Jabate. Rita, welcome. Just tell us a little bit more about what you do, Rita.
Hi, thank you so much for having me, Benedicta, and you're all welcome to this session. So my name is Rita Jabate. I've been with the product team for over 5 years, and I mainly work with data in making sure that we are able to understand our user needs and put all of that into action and deliver the best products or services that suits our users. And I'm so excited to share about the AI career tool with you once it's time.
Sure. The AI career tool, that's very important. Thank you so much, Rita. Yes, we will dive right into later on into the AI career tool. Then our final guest is one sweet person, Clara Nkunu. Clara, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very
Clara,
much, Benedicta.
All right, Clara. So tell us a little bit about what you do, the impact you've made.
Okay, so rightly as you mentioned, my name is Clara Nkunu. I'm currently working as a customer experience associate at Jobberman. So with customer experience, I make sure that both our employers and job seekers are happy with our service. They're able to navigate our website. And also I've been doing this for about close to 2 years in Jobberman. I'm very much excited about the prospects today, and I'm happy to help everyone who will be applying for a job in Jobberman.
All right, thank you so much, Clara. So everyone you heard, they are all experts. They are here to help you. And indeed, if experts are here, then you have no problem, no issues, right? Yeah, thank you so much, guests. And we look forward to a very insightful session from both Jessica, Clara, and Rita. Okay, so this is how we're going to do it today. We want to talk deeper, dive deeper into the changing landscape, right? What is actually changing in the industry of job hunting? We are all looking for jobs, right? So what actually is the new things that is changing, the landscape, what is changing? So we would begin with Jessica. So Jessica, please, we will start with you. So now, as an HR person, yes, HR business partner, you work in this particular field. As you've more than 5 years, you've been in the industry. What actually is the changing job hunting process? Like, what has actually changed in terms of job hunting process in Ghana? You've seen it for years now. What is the things that have changed, the process in job hunting, especially with Jobberman and the digital recruitment platforms?
Okay. Thank you very much, Benedict. This is really a great question. And it's amazing how things or the game has really changed over the past few years, right? Not long ago, I think job hunting in Ghana was all about foot-to-foot hustle, right? We used to print plenty of CVs, work in the hot sun, be move from offices to offices, praying that the receptionists that we meet will be in a good mood to meet us that day. And also that we hope that this CV that we are submitting to this company, if it's going to really, really reach the HR department. But it's amazing how things have changed these days. The process is faster, the process is seamless, and the process is more accessible, right? So this is where platforms like Jobberman comes in, right? Jobberman has really, really transformed the whole game. Jobberman is now global. We've gone digital. For example, now a job seeker can just search for any job from the comfort of their homes. You can search for jobs on your phone, on your laptop. You can even filter by industry and even experience, right? And also get to your profile in front of hundreds of employers in Ghana without stepping out of your door. Isn't that amazing? How first we used to walk in the sun, moving from here to here, in maybe in our accelerators and all that, or even in a cab, hunting, hoping that, I hope this receptionist is in a good mood to even receive us well, right? But see how things have really, really changed, right? For example, a qualified professional in Tamale these days can apply a job role in Accra, right? Or even a remote role, just as easily as someone who even, let's say, stays near the company's head office, right? And like I keep saying, Jobberman is really, really doing a great job. Jobberman has leveled the playing field, allowing job seekers see more job roles and even compare job opportunities. Jobberman also connects job seekers with employer partners or employers that we work with across Ghana and beyond. So I would say that really, 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 our job hunting process has really changed over the few years, where now you can apply for jobs anywhere, in your room, wherever you are, without stress. Over to you, Bene.
Yes, that's a very good point. So, for instance, I think just like me, I also did the manual job hunting once in my life as well. But yeah, as you said, things are changing in terms of applying for jobs and roles. But now, so the next question, Jessica. Yes, now people don't have to go to office by office. That's what is changing now. They can even filter, as you said, on job platforms like Jobberman. The question is, now, what are the trends? What are the trends that are sprouting, they are changing or emerging, right? That you have noticed that you, the employers or the hiring managers, are using in 2025? You know, it's changing, as you said. So what are the trends that are emerging on how employers are actually hiring? Yeah, that's a question.
Yeah. This is really, really a good question, Benedicta. Like, as an HR person, right, these days, I think everybody online or everywhere in this world have heard of remote roles, have heard of hybrid roles, right? These days, when job seekers come to me, they'll be like, Jessica, I'm looking for a remote role. I'm looking for hybrid roles. So I'll say that working from home, right, is one of the emerging trends of like in 2025, right? And let's all be honest, right? If you've ever sat in Accra traffic, like for example, you're in traffic from, let's say, Adenta to airport, you understand why hybrid and remote role feels like a blessing from above, right? After COVID, let's say post-COVID, many organizations have really realized something truly powerful, right? Talent doesn't really have to be physically stuck in traffic and to be productive, right? Nowadays, you can work from home, whether you're in Kumasi, whether you're in Tamale, you can still deliver excellent results for the companies that you're working with. Even let's say you're in Tamale, you're working with a company in Accra, you can still deliver excellent results whilst you are working from home, right? So this has really opened doors for professionals, right, outside, let's say, Accra, and also giving everyone a better work-life balance, right? We all need work-life balance in our life. You can't say you are working with no life, right? We all have our personal lives. So working from home is one of the emerging trends now, right? So yes, you can now build your, let's say, your career, a solid career, without even, let's say, you are budgeting for any trotro fare or even buying fuel for the week just to go to work. So it's amazing how work from home is one of the emerging trends these days. And some companies even see it as a benefit, but it's now even shifting from being a benefit to a norm now, right? We are all accepting work from home, right? So I think the next trend that I would like to talk about is skills over degrees, right? Skills over degrees. Gone are the days when I'll say that when the loudest thing on your CV was your degree certificate. Mostly when you go for interviews, right? Organization or employers will be asking you, what school did you attend? Right? They wanted to hear, oh, I went to University of Ghana, I went to Harvard, I went to University of Cape Coast. But these days, things have changed. Oh, they are not looking for what school did you attend. Oh, when you go for interview processes, when you go for interviews, they are asking you, oh, what can you actually do, right? They are testing for real practical skills, especially digital ones. These days, everything is data, data, data. Can you analyze data? Can you interpret data? Or even, let's say, can you even build a website, right? Because we are moving into a digital world now, right? And all these things, I would say that makes you shine, right? Make you shine with more than someone who has a fancy degree with no proof of results. You get what I'm saying? So today, your portfolio is your new degree. It's not that you went to University of Ghana, so they should employ you. No, your portfolio is your new degree. Show us what you can do, right? Show us what you can do through, let's say, projects, online portfolios, and if you have all this, right, you'll be able to stand out. You'll be able to stand tall in any hiring pool in Ghana. Right. And lastly, I'll also talk about AI. These days, everywhere you go, AI, ChatGPT, right? So one of the emerging trends that I would like to also discuss is AI-powered hiring, right? These days, recruiters like me, Jobberman recruiters, I'll even say, we all have digital assistants on our own, right? AI tools scan CVs, always looking out for keywords, and can even predict who is likely to even succeed in a role, right? So that means that before your CV gets to us, before your CV gets to any human recruiter, just have it at the back of your mind that AI has really screened your CV before it gets to us, right? So before you apply for any job role, before you are updating your CV, make sure you are using the right keywords, right? Make sure that your CV must be easy to read. Highlight your key achievements, right? It's not. I would say that it's not about tricking the system, right? When you're updating your CV, it's about speaking AI's language, so that when you apply for those job roles, you will be shortlisted. Yeah, so I think that these three things are some of the major trends that are happening in Ghana now. Over to you, Benedicta.
Yeah, thank you very much. That was great. Truthfully, I think I agree with you. Work from home, skills over degrees, and AI-powered hiring. So, like portfolio. I remember on social, someone DM'd us, and the person was looking for an IT role. But then he seems for many years, just like someone who has said that they applied for 20 jobs. He has been trying his best to apply, and then yes, still he's not getting any calls. But then I asked him a simple question: you are into IT. Do you have a portfolio? He said no, he doesn't have. Right. So this brings me to the question, Jessica. Job seekers are making mistakes. They are applying for lots of jobs, but not knowing they are doing it wrongly, making mistakes, and they think they are doing it rightly. So what are the top 3 mistakes. You've done this for a long while. The top 3 mistakes that job seekers still make in this time of digital transformation.
Okay. Top 3 mistakes job seekers do when applying for jobs, right? That's really a good question. And I'll say that I used to fall in this group, right? I used to have one CV, right? When I'm applying for a job, the CV is in my folder somewhere on my laptop, right? And we say it's one size CV fits all, right? And this is really a real career killer, right? That you can't use the same CV for every job that you're applying to. It's like, let's say, for example, you're wearing some kente cloth to Labadi Beach, right? Even though your kente cloth in your anima is all nice and all that, you're not dressed for that occasion, right? That is wrong for that occasion. So one advice I would want to give job seekers out there, that if you send, let's say, the same CV for a marketing role to a project manager role, just know that recruiters or AI, like the applicant tracking system, will see that this person is not serious. We'll see you to be lazy, right? So I would advise that we all tailor our CV, our CVs, our cover letters, add in those keywords. I keep saying, add those keywords that match the specific job description, right? So the mistake of us having one CV, one size CV that fits all, any job you see, is actually quite wrong, right? So whenever you see any job role, make sure that you are updating your CV according to the job description that you are applying to, right? Also, secondly, I also talk about one mistake. Like you said, you mentioned this guy that was applying for a job, and they asked him about his portfolio, and he couldn't even submit it, right? So one of the mistakes that job seekers do is like ignoring their online presence, right? These days, it's all about LinkedIn optimization, right? And the secret, whenever that you are shortlisted, every recruiter will Google you. You have to put that in your mind. Every recruiter will Google you. So if you've optimized your LinkedIn, make sure that your LinkedIn is not empty at all, right? Or even apart from LinkedIn, your social media shouldn't be full of chaos, because when they go and they search for you, and you have a lot of things that is not valuable. It's actually a red flag, right? So your digital footprint should be able to sell you, not scare employers, right? So make sure you're optimizing your LinkedIn profiles. Make sure that your LinkedIn headline, photo, post, right, reflect reflect the professional you want the employer to see, right? I hope you get what I'm saying. And lastly, I'll talk about the last mistake that most people also do, right? Sometimes too many CVs is like having too many job descriptions. So whenever you are updating your CV, right? For example, let me give you an example. Don't say that I manage social media, right? Instead, say that I grew engagement by 40% in 6 months. I generated sales in like 50,000 in direct sales, right? These days, like I keep saying, everything is data. Everything is about numbers. So just don't go and put things on your CV like, oh, I manage social media and all that. As a recruiter, when I see that, I'll even shortlist you, right? These days, it's all about data. It's all about numbers. Make sure that the numbers are cutting through the noise, right? We recruiters, we employers, we organizations, we want to see that you can actually prove your impact, right? And in Ghana, if you are able to prove your impact, Charlie, this is gold for you, right? So whenever we are updating our CV, let's talk about data, let's talk about numbers. Like I said, I grew engagement by 60%. I generated sales, I generated 50,000 in direct sales, right? So I think these are some of the few things job seekers do, right? So I think from today's session, from today's webinar, we'll pick one or two things and make sure that we are doing the right thing. Thank you, Benek.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jessica. I don't know who was able to. That was a very good one. Yes, because when we talk about tailoring your CV to job descriptions, that is what our AI career tool does. So if you haven't heard, as she said, AI is a game changer. So just as what's her name, Jessica mentioned, it's very important for you to tailor your CVs to the job description. And Rita will take us through the AI career tool. But then I just want to let you know that Jobberman has an AI career tool which enables you to write CVs tailored to job descriptions. We also write cover letters as well as negotiate for salaries, including prepping for interview. Okay, so that's just it. But Rita will deep dive into that particular AI career tool for you to see how it works. Okay, so that's just a briefing on how the AI career tool works. Okay, so Jessica, thank you so much for that insightful session. But then talking about numbers, you mentioned it's not just about telling the story about okay, I was able to. I'm a social media manager. I just manage the social media accounts of people of this company. No, but then it's about numbers. And you also mentioned that you have to prove your impact. That's through the numbers. Now, for job seekers who have been applying, of course, it's a competition. The number of people that leave school or graduates, let's say from senior high school to university, the number of graduates that we have every year, it keeps increasing. If it was 2,000, I'm sure by now it's 3,000, right? So the question is, now, we want to prove ourselves. What can we do to stand out? The competition is wide. That's the guy said. He's been applying and they're still not getting any calls for interviews. So what actually can they do to stand out? But before that, Clara will still throw some light, 2 points or one more on the question I made you answer. She will still throw one more light on that question. So Rita, sorry, Jessica, you can continue with answering this particular question. What can they do to stand out in this industry of job hunting? What can they do?
Okay, like I keep saying, right? It's all about numbers. It's all about data now, right? And for example, let's say even when we are talking about numbers these days, don't like even though that I'm saying that the numbers is all the story should be about numbers, right? Every recruiter, well, let's say when you go for jobs, and let me start from the CV side, right? If you are preparing your CV, right, and your every recruiter wants to see if you are moving forward. Is your career moving forward? Do your roles make sense, right? So whenever you're updating your CV, make sure that you have a well-written summary, right, on your CV, because these days recruiters don't have time to read all over your CV like a storybook. They are just glancing your CV, right? So whenever you are having a well-written summary, just make sure that remember that your CV is like a list. It's a story that you are speaking to, right? So make every line count. Those 30 seconds that every recruiter we are using to scan your CV, make sure that your CV, you have the right keywords, you are speaking the right language, you are speaking the right language for AI. So just make sure you do all this, right? And also, I think when we go for interviews, right, we should be able to sell ourselves these days. Right. Sometimes when you go for interviews, you feel like, like for example, let me give you an example. A recruiter will ask you, do you have any questions for us? And you say, oh no, I'm good for now. As a recruiter, I feel like you came to the job interview, you didn't prepare. You didn't prepare yourself, right? You didn't prepare for the job interview that you came for. So try asking questions like, how would you describe the team culture here? What are the biggest challenge that maybe the company is currently facing? How do you see this role evolving for the next year, right? So when you ask all these questions, now you have a connection with the interviewer, you have the connection with the HR person. So because of that, the HR person will remember, this person that I had an interview with, the person was able to, even though I asked the person questions, the person was also, we had a connection, we had an interaction, we had a conversation, right? So I think that as we are updating our CVs, we should always able to sell ourselves, be confident whenever you go for interview, ask the right questions, right? Yeah, so that's what I can think about for now. Yeah.
All right, Jessica, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, so you should sell yourself. And selling yourself is also understanding how you can negotiate for salaries. And as I mentioned earlier, the AI career tool would help you know the benchmark for that particular job, the industry that you are applying to. You'll be able to know the benchmark salary. So yes, Rita will take us through that later on. But as at this time, Jessica will be the one handling the deep dive of this theme of the webinar, the changing landscape of job hunting tips and tricks. Okay. So yes, if you have any questions, please do well to put them in the comment section. Jessica has given a great points that maybe you want more answers to it. She will be willing to answer right after her session. Thank you so much, guys. And let's continue, Jessica. So Jessica, let's say you know how targeting is. Let's say if you're using a dart, right? You want to hit the right particular spot, the spot that you are hitting. The question is, everybody, I think Clara will touch on this maybe later, but Clara can testify that sometimes the jobs that job seekers apply to, they don't qualify. But then because they're in a haze, they're like, oh, I need a job. They're just rushing for it. And anything they see, they just apply. So the question is, now, I need a job, but I'm pressured. Maybe family is calling, daughter, children, whatever they are calling. Now, I need a job, but then I keep applying to anything I see. I've tailored my CV all right, but anything I see, I just do it. Please, the question is, how do we make sure that our jobs are targeted? How do we do a targeted job hunting?
Yeah. So I think these days I'm actually working with some interns currently, and because they are done with their internship, like you said, because they are desperate for jobs, anything they see online they are applying, right? And like I keep saying, these days, even before a recruiter sees your CV, AI has scanned it. AI has gone through it, right? So even though, and even let me even I'll even say sometimes AI is a double-edged sword, right? You can go online, you can put in some keywords. AI will help you write a nice, polished CV, as if you are even experienced for that job role, right? We should always keep in mind that at the end of the day, even if you are shortlisted, it's human beings that are going to employ you, right? So even I think so, like I keep saying, AI is a double-edged sword, right? Fine, you go, you apply, you apply for the job, right? First mistake. So sometimes we help, like I said, AI is an assistant. They go to online, AI will help them write a nice CV, right? Yeah, shortlisted. You go for interviews, right? You're not qualified for that role, right? Also, some people also do mistakes when, like I keep saying, one CV fits all. They see a job. Some people don't even read the job descriptions. They don't even go through the job descriptions. They don't even see if I'm qualified for that role. They don't even see how many years of experience do I need? What qualifications do I need to apply? So even though things are hard, even though that unemployment in Ghana is on the rise, I think one thing I would advise job seekers, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to get a job on. You can volunteer. right? You can go to companies, you can even do your own thing, right? Go online, start working, start building your portfolio, right? So sometimes this campaign, you'll be doing this at the end of the day, like I say, data, your numbers will speak. Your portfolio is your new degree, even though you don't have the experience, even though you don't have the qualification. If you start volunteering, if you start putting in the work, if you start doing your own thing, if you start going to this company, oh, I have this idea, I can help you solve a problem, I can help you do this. Believe me, trust me, you will get that job. You will land that job. You'll be there now. People will start calling you, right? You're a hot cake, even though you are not even qualified, right? So at the end of the day, there are pros, there are cons, but make sure you are doing the right thing. Make sure you are qualified for that job role. Even if you are not qualified, make sure you are volunteering. Make sure you are doing your internship, right? Make sure you are doing your assistantships, right? Make sure you are doing the right thing. Make sure you are building your portfolio. Make sure you are building your online presence. And in the end, trust me, you are going to land your dream job.
Okay. All right, Jessica, thank you so much. Volunteer. Let's volunteer.
Yes.
But talking about that, yes, talking about building your online portfolio and targeting, yes, finding a job holistically. Maybe if you're not even able to go on to jobaman.com.gh, you can always join our WhatsApp channel. It's a targeted platform where we share the jobs you need, the highlights you need. So maybe if you don't even have browsing data, you're not able to go to jobaman.com.gh, then you can go on to our WhatsApp channel. You can the links have been shared on socials. That's LinkedIn, Facebook, and including Instagram. So please do well to check out our WhatsApp channel. The links are on Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook as well. But then you can always send us a DM in our LinkedIn. We will share the link with you. Then you join our WhatsApp channel. Targeted job hunting. Jessica, thank you so much. Now, before we bring in Rita, talking about making sure that your job is targeted. If you don't qualify, don't apply. Talking about that, tailoring our CVs and all that. Now, people go for interviews. Interview is one thing that people go and they have this nerve-wracking experience, so they're not even able to sell themselves. I think you mentioned that point, selling yourself during an interview. Yes, Jessica. So the question is, now, let's address the mistakes they do during interviews. And now let's talk about what they can do or how to correct these mistakes they do during interviews so that they can ace the next interview that they will attend.
Okay. So like you said, sometimes when they go for interviews, they do lots of mistakes. And I think, like I keep saying, before you get to the shortlisting stage, right? Why don't you take an opportunity to sell yourself, right? There may be many great candidates, right? Who, well, let's say when they go for interviews, they lose their shine in the interview room because of very small mistakes that they do, right? So I think that even though there are some of these mistakes, one tip I would want to, or advice I would want to give job seekers is always flip the script, right? Let's say, for example, you are in an interview room, right? And they ask you about your previous employer or your previous organization. No matter how bad your last job was, right? You should never badmouth your previous employer, right? So, like I said, flip the script, right? Maybe, for instance, you know that the ordeal that you went through your previous organization was really bad, and they ask you questions about them. Always flip the script. Maybe when they ask you why are you leaving your previous organization, you can always say that you need new challenge. You need a new challenge, right? And that will help you grow in your skills, right? Or maybe you can even say that my career has evolved, right? So please, we should never badmouth like our previous employer. Also, one tip that I would always also want to give is I think I keep saying this over and over again. We shouldn't say I'm a team player. Some people will say I work, I work very hard under pressure. These days we should stop all this quick and answer stories, right? And I think we wanted to even talk about the STAR method, right? I think most of us know what a STAR method is: situation, right? Task, right? Action
If you can
and
explain,
result.
yeah.
Yeah. So when you go, one tip that I'll give you during every interview that you go to, and they ask you a question, right? Maybe tell us something about maybe a problem that you face and how did you solve it, right? You can always say that, like for example, you say that when my team was missing a deadline, like right. I was able to improve our project deliverables through maybe a shared project tracker, right, which help us complete the tasks by 30%. So you see what I've said. I've spoken about the situation. I've spoken about the tasks. I've spoken about the action. I've spoken about the results, right? So your team was missing a deadline. That was the situation, right? I was able to improve that my project deliverables. That's the task, right? Maybe. So what did you do next?
Yeah.
You introduced something. You solved a problem, right? And at the end of the day, bring in numbers. Like I keep saying, now these days everything is numbers, data, right? So no more quick answer story. I did this by 70%. I did this by 30%. And lastly, I'll talk about this advice. Like I said it previously, it's amazing how we do all these things. We know all these things and we go for interviews and we still make mistakes, right? Like I keep saying, when they ask you, do you have anything for us? People, I've had more interview like sessions, and I ask them, do you have any question for us? Do you have anything? They were like, oh no, I'm good. Always be interactive. It's a conversation. It's not any military thing. Question and answer, question and answer. You can have, at the end of the day, even you go through the interview process, but at the end of the day, any question you have, or maybe you ask them, for example, what is Jobberman currently facing? What is a huge challenge that you are facing now, right? When they tell you, okay, this is what I can do, this is how I can solve the problem, the HR, the recruiter will always remember you, right? So these are some of the tips that I think every job seeker should do by flipping the script, by not saying quick and answer story, and always selling yourself, having a good interview session whenever you go for any interview. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Jessica, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, so flip the script. And now let's. You mentioned something about AI, the CVs, and during interviews. So yes, we will just dive right into the AI aspects of how things are changing and how job seekers can actually now balance AI and job hunting. So Rita, thanks for being here.
Thank you so much, Benedicta.
The AI, madam, is online now. Welcome, Rita.
Exactly.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. Okay, so I'm sure we've been hearing AI career tool, and we're all wondering what exactly are they talking about? Is it a tool that is going to generate my CVs, or what exactly is it? But the AI career tool is simply a CV rewrite tool, which takes you right from starting, that is having your CV, to landing your dream job. So you're able to use it to be able to negotiate your offers, to generate your cover letters, and even to prepare for your interview. So it's not only to rewrite your CV. I'll be sharing briefly a brief walkthrough on what our AI career tool is. So this tool is available on Jobberman Ghana. We have the weekly, the monthly, and the quarterly option where you can purchase and use to refine your CVs, to generate your cover letters, to also prepare for your interviews and negotiate for your offers. So I'm sure you are wondering, what can I do exactly? What are some of the benefits of this tool? Now, this tool offers you prompts that you are able to use to make sure you tune your CV to be able to be easily seen by the ATS. So most of us have our CVs, as Jessica just said. Now the trends of recruitment is that even before she gets to see the CV has gone through a filtering process where the ATS already filters people out before she even sees her shortlist. So how do you
Rita.
make sure that your CV? Hi.
Yeah, yeah, Rita, sorry to cut you. I'm sure someone is guessing what is the
Okay.
ATS. Please, could you explain what the ATS is? Yeah.
Okay. So ATS is simply the applicant tracking system, and it's a recruitment software that recruiters use to make their recruiting easier. So they use that to shortlist, they use it to filter through CVs, they use it to even communicate with job seekers. That's why at times when you apply for a job, you get a notification that you have been moved to the next stage or your CV has been viewed. All of that is because an employer is using the ATS. So that's simply what it is.
Okay.
And even before the employer gets to see your CV, let's say we are 100 people applying for the same job. We want to be hired as accountants, and the recruiter now has to look through. And trust me, Jessica just said that she's not going to sit down and look at every single CV. What she's going to do is to filter them out. She's going to filter by what her requirements are. So if she's looking for someone with a degree, stays in Accra, has 4 years experience in the banking sector, she's going to use all of these filters and then just filter out all of the CVs. So if your CV does not meet any of these requirements, then you will not even be seen by the recruiter because you will not even meet the shortlist. So basically, that is what the ATS does. Now, let's see how the AI career tool can help you be part of this shortlist. So I was looking at some of the benefits of the AI career tool. And then the first thing I said was it gives you prompts that you can use. It also comes with free templates that you can choose any templates that you want. You have a lot of templates there, and we have a preset structure. I know there are a lot of people who are not sure. Okay, so my CV, which one comes first? Is it experience? Is it education? Is it qualification?
Oh, yeah.
What do I put where? You are confused, but we are going to see all of that
Yeah.
here this afternoon, so you know exactly how to arrange your CV, and everything has already been done in the section. All you have to do is to enter your prompt, and then you are good to go. And as I was saying, so it comes with prompts, recommendations for your CV. So briefly, let me just show you what the AI career tool is, what you should expect once you get the AI career tool.
Okay.
Okay, please let me know when you can see my screen. Okay, so this is simply what our AI career tool looks like. Once you log into the tool, this is the view that you see.
Hi, Rita.
This is the view that you
I don't know.
see. Yes. Can you hear
Please, we
me?
can't see your screen.
Okay, let me
All right, now we can
reshare.
see it. Yeah, now we can see your screen.
Okay. Okay. So we are good now.
Yes, we are.
Okay, so this is simply what it looks like, the AI career tool. Once you log in, you meet this dashboard. It simply tells you a brief overview of your activities. These are the number of CVs I have added so far. These are the number of jobs that I have added on here, the cover letters I have generated. So now let's briefly look at this section. Now you are able to see, you can use the CV, the AI career tool to generate your CVs. You can use it to generate cover letters. Someone recently asked me, cover letter required, then what is a cover letter? But you don't have to worry when you're using the AI career tool. You're able to generate one here. We also have the interview prep tool. So let's first of all look at what the CV rewrite tool looks like. And once you get this tool, one thing you should know also is every step of the way, there are prompts that guides you on exactly what to do. So you're not left wanting, thinking, what do I do next? Where do I go next? What's the system requiring me to do? Every step of the way, it actually tells you exactly what to do. So now you proceed. So we have two things. You can upload your resume or you can create a new one. There are a lot of people who immediately they hear that they have to rewrite their CV, they don't want to do that because they're just thinking of how I'm coming to retype everything in my CV, my qualification, all of the dates. If you've gone to school, you now have to you went to University of Ghana for 2012 to 2016. You're not thinking of dates, you're not thinking of the dates where you did this job to this job. But with the AI career tool, you do not have to worry at all. You can simply click this section, upload resume, and you just add in any of your old CVs and you are good to go. So let me just briefly illustrate one. So I added in my CV here and just click upload. Now let's see what happens. It's just going to pass my resume. Passing simply means everything in my old CV is going to add it up to the new one. So this is where I get to edit my CV, or I can even chat with the AI to ask for feedback on exactly what I need to change about my CV. As I mentioned earlier, every step of the way, it gives you prompts on exactly what to do. So here it's telling me I can use the rewrite enhancer to improve my language, my professionalism, and presentation on summary and bullet points. So you know exactly what to do at each point. Now, let's see my CV. Everything I had in there, my name, my phone number, my email, my location, all of that has already been generated into the AI career tool. You did not see me type anything, right? Everything I had in there has automatically been transferred here. One very good thing about the tool is, I mentioned earlier, we have templates that you can choose from. So maybe you are not a fan of blue, or you know someone who you are no longer in good terms with, and the person's favorite color is blue, so you don't want to use blue. No worries at all. We have a whole other options for you to go with. You can choose any other template, and then immediately it changes to that. I can even choose the third one. And also note something, even as I'm changing the templates, I did not have to change anything else on my CV. All I had to do is to change and choose the template style that I like. So if this is my template, all I have to do is, as I've changed my template, I go through my CV, I'm good with everything. And then the next thing to do is to just download my CV. Very simple and straight to the point. And even before I do that, I get to see a preview of my CV. I get to check, am I okay with everything on there? Do I like what my CV looks like? And right from there, I can download as PDF or as doc. Let me just download briefly and see how fast it is to download my CV. Just within 1 second, I have my CV already downloaded. I did not have to now enter my email, enter any weird things just to get my CV. So you see how fast it is. Now let's look at the AI recommending tool. So when I check this particular feature or my work experience, you can see a section that has AI. I can just use AI to rewrite this part. So it is telling me 3 ways I can rewrite that particular section of my CV. The first one tells me what exactly the first point does. That demonstrates ability to drive business growth through innovation. And the next one also tells me it shows my expertise in data analysis and decision making, whilst the next one also proves my ability to work collaboratively with and drive customer satisfaction. So based on all these 3 things, now I'm going to choose which one I'm more suited to. So I can choose any of this, and all I have to do is to apply, and it changes on my CV, and it's that change has already been implemented. So that is one of the key things about the AI career tool. Now let's look at how it is for you if you do not have a CV. Let's say you're a fresh graduate, you completed NSS just recently, and you are ready to start applying for jobs. You get the AI career tool. All you have to do is, you don't have to worry at all. Just click on create new resume, and you just use the prompts and you click on next. The prompt is just telling you exactly what to expect, what to do. It's telling you that cancel changes and the changes will be discarded. When you save, the changes are going to be stored in your profile. So that is it. And once you are good, you just proceed. Now, all you have to do is to just enter your name. So as I'm entering my name, just see what's happening. All of my details are just popping into my CV template. And I mentioned if you do not like the template, you get to just change it and then key in the template that you are more suited to us. Now let's see the headline, product analyst. I have that there. You see how nice my CV is looking? I did not have any new CV. Location, and then I just have my location in there. I add in my phone number, and you can add in your LinkedIn profile if you do. If you don't, it's not a mandatory field, but it's also recommended to have it in there. And if you have any personal websites, example, you're a graphic designer, you're a software developer, and then you have your own portfolio, you can put the link in here, and then the recruiter is going to look at that. Now you can have your professional summary. Now let's see what AI is going to do over here. So I'm just going to put a product analyst, and then I'm going to ask AI to just rewrite that for me. So you see exactly what happened. I did not have anything. I just wrote, I'm a product analyst. Now it has generated a standard product analyst professional summary for me. So now let's see, I just typed I'm a product analyst, but see, it's giving me 3 options. The first one is saying, prove my ability to drive product development through data analysis. The next one also, my ability to execute product analysis. And the next one as well, my ability to deliver customer-centric products. So now I'm going to read through. So just imagine as a job seeker, you just completed school, you do not know where to start from your CV, you don't know what exactly to do, you don't even know what to type. And trust me, when you see your friends with very fancy CVs and you're thinking, hey, they are very smart, or this girl is going to be able to do the job, they are just like you, my sister or my brother, they're just like you. They just know exactly what tools to use to make them the job seeker or the qualified candidates that they are. So I'm just going to choose the first one because, yeah, that's who I am. I drive product development through data and all of those fancy things. So I add that in there and I proceed to apply. So now I have a very standard professional product summary in here, professional summary in here. And then I'm just going to proceed my key professional highlights. So say when you were in school or when you were in my formal work, say I worked as, I drive product growth. So I'm just going to write drive product growth. So it's basically typing in whatever you did in your old job, and that tool is going to help you to use it to enhance your skills, just to give you the right words to communicate exactly what you did. And what Jessica just said, she just mentioned that it's very, very important. As a recruiter, she mentioned she looks at what you have done. That's the impact you made with your role. So orchestrated product development to increase conversion. How many percentage? If it's 50%, I have to just edit that in here and I type it in there. So you are telling the recruiter exactly what you did, the impact that you had in your previous role. So I have that there. I can add any other highlights, say I developed key products for users. I have that in here, and then I just ask the AI tool to help me make that impactful. Now you see what I just typed. Now it's giving me very, very good words, iterative design, and all of the fancy words. So it makes you appear very qualified, and not just appear, but you are qualified, but you need to communicate it very well. Communication is very important. So yeah, that is what I want to do. So we can have that in there. And now see how nice my CV is looking. It's looking very nice, not all over the place, not clumsy, but just simple, and just puts everything the recruiter needs in there. It doesn't flood the recruiter with a lot of unnecessary rubbish. It just gives you all the things you need. Now you go to the next part where you have to enter your work experience. So all you have to do is to type it there. If you worked at MTN, just put MTN in there, and then the role you did. If you worked at Jobberman, I'm going to put in Jobberman Ghana, and then the job title, product analyst. Very simple. So just imagine you do not have a CV, but you're able to, and then the location, I'm just going to have Jolu in there. So you just follow the prompts. It's very simple as that. You add in your date. If you currently work there, you select that option. You add in any other experience you have, your education skills. And as you see, all of the sections have already been added for you. All you have to do is add in the key details over there. That's education. What school did you go to? Just type that in there. It's very as simple as that. Skills. What skills do you have? Just enter that in there. The projects that you did, your certifications, all of that. And you will notice that not all of them are mandatory. So the ones that are not mandatory, if you do not have any certifications, you can leave that out and proceed with your CV. You are good to go. So this is just like a quarter, not even quarter, less than a quarter, half of a quarter part of my CV, but just look at how it's looking already. So that's just a brief summary of how to use the tool to rewrite your CV. Now let's look at another very, very important aspect of the AI career tool. I mentioned it's not just for writing CVs. We also have the cover letter generator. So say I was able to use my AI career tool to get me a very good CV. Now I need to apply for a job. All you have to do is to add in the job description you're applying for. So you can add a new job, just paste in the link, or you paste the job description. So I'm just going to choose a formal job that I added, and you click generate cover letter. And now see, it keys in every detail from the job, looks at things from your CV. So you are seeing these because I used a CV I had, the CV I added earlier. That is what I used. So it has given me a very good professional cover letter. You can also customize it. If it's too long, you can choose the short one, or you can even choose the very long one. The one that was created is the standard one. I can also go with a neutral tone, an informal, or even a playful tone, but also be very conversant when to use this. You can use it if you are applying. It could be a family friend, or it could be a relative. That's when you can go with an informal or playful tone. But usually you should go with a formal tone. And I get to save my cover letter, add in the name. It can be Rita Jabate cover letter. And then I save my cover letter. Very simple, straight to the point. In less than a minute, I have generated my cover letter, and I'm going to apply for the job. And Jessica, a recruiter, is going to look at me and is going to see, wow, this girl is so good. But I just use the AI career tool. It does not mean you are lying. It just helps you communicate your experiences better. There was a time we had to recruit for nurses, and you know, in our country, Ghana, the government basically absorbs majority of the nurses. This nurse is qualified. She's been working in the government sector for over 2 years. Basically, she knew everything that she needed to know. But we were going to do an interview, and can you believe she she did not know what to do to herself. She did not know what to say. We asked her, tell us something about yourself. She was like, my name is Amasewa. I stay at and that did not mean she does not know anything about the job or she is a bad nurse. It's just because she did not know how to communicate her experiences or even how to prepare for the particular role. So that is exactly what the tool helps you to do. Now we've looked at the cover letter. I have generated my cover letter. Everything is nice. I have my sincerely and everything. If you had written it, you may have forgotten the sincerely, but it's showing there. Very nice. So I have generated my cover letter and I have finally gotten the interview. Now let's see what you are going to do. We have the interview tool, which helps you to prepare for your interview. We have a question bank, which basically asks you anything on any role that you are going to apply for. So if it's a sales role, you can select and it's going to give you questions to expect for a sales role. Now let's look at the job prep. So all you have to do is to add the job you're applying for. So I just applied for a marketing officer job, and that is what I have selected. Now all I need to do is to click generate sample questions. Now see, I have all of these things here. That's from my CV. It's picking up everything from my CV, saying as a marketing officer at blah 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 blah. How will you leverage the brand presence to achieve individual and team sales targets? Now, they do not just ask you the questions and leave you hanging. It gives you a sample response. So how to respond to the interview question. It does not mean you should do chew and pour, but it just gives you an understanding of what the employer is looking for. And just look at the advice. It's telling you showcase your knowledge of social media. So exactly what you need to prepare for or what you should stand out on when speaking with the employer. So this tool is very beneficial. It gives you a whole lot of questions based on the job description. So you can see these are the questions for marketing officer. That's because I added marketing officer. I can also add a new job if I want to apply for software developer or an accountant, anything. I'll just add in the new job, and the tool is going to help me to answer the interview questions based on that job, and also the descriptions I have in my CV. It compares your CV as well. So if you remember, I selected my CV even before I chose the job. Now I can also go with client service executive. You see the questions have changed. So that is how easy it is to use the interview prep tool. Now let's look at the mock interview. This is my favorite one because this one actually gives you the view of an actual interview. Let me show you one. This is what I did recently with a test I was having with a few people, and then I used this particular one. So you would see I scored 40%. Now let's click and see exactly why I scored that. I don't want us to spend so much time on this call. We would have done a fresh interview and you would see exactly how it works. But let's just use this. When you purchase the tool, you will have access to all of this. So now see my overall score 40%, and I can as well download all of the videos for my interview. So over here, the AI tool was asking me a few questions, and then I was answering. And based on that, it told me I scored 40%. Vocabulary was 6/10, and that was very true because most of the questions, they were very vague. I did not give the right answer the recruiter was looking for. Verbal fluency, delivery, relevance to question. It tells you exactly why you are scoring, exactly what you are scoring. And it even shows you how you are responding to some of the questions. You see, I have my head slanted. Probably I have to straighten my head. Maybe you have a frown on your face, but you are not seeing it. This is like a mock interview. It gives you a first-hand interview experience even before meeting the recruiter. So you don't go there looking all nervous, looking all shy, looking all white. You are so nervous you forgot to apply some cream to your face. No, this actually helps you see exactly what the recruiter is seeing. And now You even get to see the questions that the recruiter asked you and then your response. With each video, there are a total of 4 questions that the recruiter asks you. You can choose from the beginning stage of your interview, that is how you are going to explain who you are, and also more technical things about the job description. You can choose all of that before you proceed. And you can do all of these with the AI career tool. So you are seeing it's not just a CV rewrite tool, but it's from start to finish. From when you want to apply to when you are generating your cover letter. Now you've gotten the interview, you are able to prep for the interview, and so much more things that you can do with this particular tool. Now let's proceed to the next feature of the AI career tool, which is the offer negotiator. So now I did my interview. I was able to rewrite my job. Perfect. Everybody, the recruiter was happy with my CV, my cover letter. I was able to ace the interview. Now I have my offer letter. All I have to do is to use the offer negotiator to even counter some of the offers. So now let's look at what to expect. This is going to review your cover letter. I mentioned every step of the way. It gives you exactly what to expect and what to do and what to look out for. And it's going to consider requirements in the job description. Based on this input, it will provide salary and benefits negotiation suggestions to you. So maybe you are actually worth 5,000 CDs, but your employer, Ghana, a lot of people are looking for jobs. So your employer will be like, okay, I'll pay you 1,500. But you are able to generate counter offers to that based on your CV, how good you are. Now, all you have to do is to paste in your offer letter here and you upload, and it's going to generate that for you. And we are good to go. So let me just add in, I do not have any offer letter on hand. So if you had, you just have to add the offer letter here, or you can even just copy and paste it in here and negotiate your offer, and you are good to go. Very simple and very straight to the point. So Benedicta, at this point, I'm going to hand over back to you. Are there any questions? What do you think about this tool? Are you excited to use it?
Rita, can you hear me? Yes. I'm super excited. For me, I'm super excited. I don't know about the others. How excited are you about this AI career tool? Like, I want to see it in the comments. How excited are you about the AI career tool? It's giving you from cover letter to CV. It's giving you to an interview plus salary negotiation, offer negotiator. So the question is, what else do you want? All in one tool. So all you need to do is go on to jobberman.com.gh/CV-services. jobberman.com.gh/CV-services. Then you just scroll down a little bit, then you can have access to, yes, Akuda, thank you very much. I'm excited, it's good. Just then you have access to the AI career tool. It's a very powerful tool, as Rita has mentioned. It's power packed. That's what I can say. It's power packed, and we're all excited to have that. To mention, please don't forget to always join the WhatsApp channel. It's very important. And targeted job search, as Jessica mentioned, targeted job search. We have all that on our WhatsApp channel. Trending jobs, juicy ones are always on our WhatsApp channel. So check our socials, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and you will find the links there for our WhatsApp channel. So yes, now we haven't heard from Clara. But anyways, Rita, thank you so much for that insightful session. It was a very good one.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure.
All right. So Clara, we haven't heard from you. She has a very small voice, tiny voice, but then she will still talk. Clara, thank you so much for being on the call and joining this particular session.
Thank you very much, Benedicta. I don't think I have a tiny voice.
So yes, Clara.
Maybe I open better in this space.
She's proving herself strong. Okay. You're the last person on the call, and so like we just having some few questions for you. And as a customer experience associate, you've done this job, as you mentioned. You've been in it for a while, and you know how job seekers go through painstakingly applying for jobs. But then, as Rita has mentioned, the AI career tool is here to help and assist job seekers. Now, when you log on to superman.com.gh, we know people sign up. Sign up is now easy, since if everyone can testify, it's easy now. It's less than 3 minutes. And now the question is, when you have an account on Jobberman, is it automatic that you now have access to jobs, or you have to optimize your profile? If you don't know how the sign up process looks, or you don't know how Jobberman platform looks, please, Clara is here to help us with that. So jobberman.com.gh is where you log on to find all jobs, as well as your profile. Creating a profile means that you have an account with Jobberman. So Clara is here to help us with that. So Clara, the question is, how would job seekers optimize their profiles on Jobberman's platform? And what does optimization mean? Maybe they don't understand what optimizing their profile is. So please, these two questions in one: how would they optimize their account on Jobberman, and what does it mean to optimize?
Okay, thank you very much, Benedicta, for the question. I'm very excited to be here, and I hope everybody is pumped up for this last bit. Those who are sleeping, you have to wake up. And so, yes.
I'm not sure they asked me, because the AI clarity was very, very insightful.
Okay, that's great. So as Benedicta, you mentioned, when a job seeker creates an account, yes, now they have a job seeker account on Jobberman website. But then also there's a second layer that it unveils. And this layer is called the Jobberman career profile. It's just like you open an Instagram account or a Facebook account. Yes, you have signed up on Facebook, you have signed up on Instagram, but then further questions will be asked. It might ask you to update a profile picture, to update your bio, to update maybe with a website. Anything at all that's interesting about you, they'll ask you to put it over there. You know, when you put these things over there, it's a way to identify you. It's a way to make your Instagram or your Facebook account look nicer to other people. That is the same way that when you create a Jobberman account, you have a career profile, which would show who you are as a job seeker on the Jobberman website. So there are lots of things that you are going to update on your profile that is going to make you stand out. Now, what does it do for you? As a job seeker, you are applying for jobs for an employer to also match you to that job. Now, when an employer receives CVs on their employer account, they, from the back end, I'm going to talk from the back end. From the back end, they receive all the CVs. They see them in a way like a profile. In addition to your CV, they see it like a profile. Each person has a profile. They have their picture, that is if they've uploaded it. They have their skills. They have their educational background. Anything that they have mentioned about themselves, they have it over there. You get it? So that is what a job seeker profile is like. Now, when I am going through how to apply for a job, I'll show you step by step how to optimize your profile, because there are some things that you need to actually see to believe. Another reason why you need to optimize your profile, apart from the employer seeing you in the way you are, seeing you in the best what you can bring on board. Another way is that still picture that you have created an Instagram profile. Let's say that you are looking for somebody on Instagram, and then I type the person's name. Maybe I'm looking for Bill Gates. I type Bill Gates. Bill Gates doesn't have a picture. He doesn't have a bio. I would think that's not Bill Gates. I'll say, it's not Bill Gates. I don't think it's Bill Gates. Yes. In the same way that when an employer sees your profile on his end, from his front end, what he is seeing, he doesn't see that you have put your picture over there. He doesn't see that you are talking about your skills, you're talking about your past work experience. it's not able to, I mean, he just sees you as maybe a ghost behind the computer or behind this computer, and then maybe he might just flip. Not all employers might do that,
Okay.
but it's a way to just get them to be more curious about who you are. So
Okay.
without wasting much
Okay.
time,
Yes,
I
let's
think
just
I'll,
dive right into, yes,
yes,
exactly. The sign up process, yes.
let's sign up. Yes. So I believe that most people over here have signed up on the Jobberman website. So we all have job seeker profiles. But then if you haven't, we'll just go through briefly. That would be very, very, very brief. Very, very brief. So kindly give me a minute to share my screen.
Sign
And
up
do
is in less than
convey,
3 seconds, so I'm sure it will be brief.
yes. So I believe everybody can see my screen. If you can, please, Benedicta, if you can just let me know
Not
if you can
yet,
see.
not yet, not
You can
yet,
see. Okay.
not yet.
Is it showing now?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
I hope everyone can see. So yeah, Clara, please go on.
Great. So this is what the Jobberman platform looks like. So let me open, let's say that you open a new web page on your browser. You can use Google Chrome, you can use Safari, you can use Google itself, whichever web browser that you have. Just open your web browser and type www.jobberman.com.gh. Once you type that, you're going to see this. So this is what our platform looks like. If you don't see this, then this is not our platform. This is what our platform looks like, even on the phone. If you have a phone, if you have a laptop, whichever one that works for you, you're going to see the purple screen. Now you are going to look right on your right. You're going to see many options there. There's login, there's sign up. You are seeing a posted job because I am an admin. So pardon me if you see that, but this is for a job seeker, you're going to see exactly the same thing. So if I want to sign up, I'll click on sign up. But for the purpose of the program today, we would log in directly. So when I click on login, I'll enter my details. So my username would be the username that or the email I used to create the account, followed by the password. You can also use your Google account to sign in automatically. So if you already have linked your Google account on your phone, you click on the Google icon and then it works for you. After you are done, you click on login. So for everyone that signs or logs into the account, this is what they will see. They will see my job applications, my job alerts, my courses, resource center, a help center. All these are very important. You never know when you actually need, the resource center to know more about our CV services, a job search advice. So this view is mostly for the computer. This is how you're going to see it. Even though for the phone, you're also going to see this kind of view. Mostly on the phone, you're going to see three lines on there, just where the icon is. I have put my cursor at the same place. You're going to see three lines. Do not be scared. It's the same platform. It's the same procedure. Once you click on the three lines, it is like a menu. It's supposed to reveal everything about you. Now, I click on my career profile, which is what we are doing right now. We are optimizing our profile. So yes, Lucy Abina Mensah, she doesn't have a picture. She doesn't have a career profile says it's at 5%. Do you think this is good or not? Personally, I think that this is awful. She needs to improve. So this is what she's going to see. She's going to see an overview, an about me, employability. She's going to fill each and every one of these. That is if it's available. And most of the time, certain things are very important, especially when it comes to about yourself or work experience. Just as I've said, if you have an Instagram account, make sure that your picture is there. Make sure that your bio is filled. So for each of them, you would click on edit. When I click on edit, it would ask me to upload a photo. Once I click on upload photo, it takes me to wherever I have my photos stored. So once I click on that, yes, so definitely it takes you to where your photos are stored, and then you upload a very decent photo. Please do not upload a photo of you probably at the beach. A very decent photo, maybe you have a picture that just maybe half of your face. It's a perfect photo because you are showing this to an employer. So if you do not have a photo that is decent enough, please try and take one. You can even use your passport picture. It is perfect. If you are running on a budget, you don't want to go to another person to say, you now go to a studio and say, please take pictures. I'll put on job. My job wants to. It's after my life. No, please. You can even put a passport picture over here. It works. So you should have a professional headline. So let's say that I am a customer service rep. So once I enter a customer service representative, so this is who I am. For each of the tabs, you enter according to who you are, according to yourself. So I click on the drop down just as I did. If I have a diploma, I enter a diploma. If I have a WASI certificate, I do that. That is your highest qualification. So we have a lot over here, from HND to MBA to MPhil to OND to others to vocational. Whichever one you fall under, at least everyone has a qualification. Even if it is JHS, you always can put maybe others. If it's a vocational, maybe you went to school to learn about mechanic work, you can put in vocation, you can put in others. You get it? And then your current job function. So we have a lot of job functions over here: accounting, admin, creative and design. We cannot capture all the different jobs that we have over here. As Bene mentioned, now HR says they're into people and culture. The job headlines are evolving. I cannot put people and culture and put HR. So go through and find what works in your field. We have human resources. It fits human resource assistant. It fits people and culture. It fits the person that is in charge of anything HR should be here. Same as sales, same as supply chain. If you're into logistics, if you are into warehousing, if you are into, maybe you are a risk, anything at all, you should know where yours fits, and then you put it over there. When you go to your current job function, you do the same thing. You do it all the way till the end. When you are done, you click on save. When you are done, you click on save. It will automatically save, and then you can move to the next section. The next section is your work experience. If you do not have any work experience, click on no, I have no work experience. You see, automatically it has even done it for me that yes, you don't have a work experience. So I don't even need to put anything again. But it's ideal that put in something, because if you don't have work experience, let's say you've even done maybe some volunteering somewhere, it is an experience. Do you get it? It's an experience. So put that over there and make sure that you are writing it very well. So you can use the AI. You can use AI to refine your words to make sure that you are writing words or you're writing sentences that are meaningful.
Yeah, the AI career tool.
Yes, the AI career tool. Yes, you can also add your educational qualification. So you're going to do it for each and every one of them. If you're part of an association, put it over there. If you have certificates or any awards that you can show, put it over there. Languages, enter it over there. You can click on add, and then once you click on add, enter the language. There are lots of languages over here. You can even have Adangbe. Let's say they're looking for a language teacher, and you can speak Adangbe. Good. Proficiency simply means how good you are at a specific or at something. If you have professional working proficiency, you do it native. It means that you speak that language, or that is what you are from that side, so that's what you speak always. There are a lot of things to be done over here. Cover letter, very, very important. Enter your cover letter just like my Rita mentioned. Do your cover letter, type it over here. You save it to your profile, and then you come to the portfolio and CV. Make sure you update your CV and upload it over here. If you have any projects and portfolio, so the IT people, we have people that are into IT, they're into product management, they're into UI UX, they're into software engineering. You have a portfolio. add it over here. And your portfolio is always linked to probably a Google Drive or a GitHub. Make sure that you include a title to your portfolio. So you can write my portfolio, and then you include the link to the portfolio and save it. So nobody is left out. Nobody is left out at all. Whether you are into IT, you are into cooking, anything at all, you can definitely find a job on Jobberman. Then after that, you can do your account settings. This would be for personal if you want to do anything. So that is how to work with your profile, to optimize your profile, to make it look better. So then, let's go into what we are here for actually. So now we are here to find out how to apply for jobs. Everybody say, I have been applying for jobs, I've been applying for jobs. I am not seeing the jobs on Jobberman website. Oh, it is a lot. As a customer service professional, I have heard this a lot
More
of times.
jobs they here.
More jobs they here. In fact, every day we have jobs. So when you log into your account, this is the first thing that you're going to see. Now, this that you see where my cursor is going around at, there is any job function. So this is called like a search filter. It's a filter. If I'm looking for something and maybe I enter a room and then I'm looking for an item, maybe there's no light in the room, I would take my torchlight and be looking. Your torchlight is like a tool, it's like a search for you now. If you come to Jobberman website and then you click on maybe, well, let me see all the jobs I have over here, it will not help you find what exactly you are looking for. So utilize the search filter. Now click on the drop down for the any job function. Now let's say that I am into admin in office. I am an administrative assistant. I'm looking for jobs within the admin sector. Or let me even go further into probably engineering and technology. It's all the engineers. Industries. I could have a specific industry I want to work in, but ideally, I would advise that keep the industry open, because when you're looking for a job, you never know. An industry is looking for you, but because you have put yourself in a box, you are not able to explore. So I can leave this open. Your location. If you live within Accra, enter Accra. Your experience level. If you have no experience at all, enter no experience. If you are looking for internships, enter this. If you are an entry level, looking for an entry level role, entry level is 1 to 2 years old. If you're looking for a role that is requiring people with 1 to 2 years experience, make sure you enter entry level. If you're looking for mid level, which is 3 to 4 years, click that. Senior level is from 5 to 10 years, and then executive level is 10 years and above. So I'm going to do mid level. You can also leave this open as well, because you want to see what all the jobs that are available. So I click on find a job. Great. So this is what you're going to see. Sorry. You have to just scroll a bit. Of course, we're going to put in an AI career tool because we want everybody to have a feel and use it. Now let's go to the first job. We have something here, spare parts advisor. Spare parts advisor. This is the title of the job. Below it is the company's name. Take note, the company's name. You want to know who is posting the job, which company is looking for what. You will find it here. You will see information like the location of the job. Whether it's full-time, whether it's part-time, you see it here. The salary involved, you're going to see it here. Do you get it? Now, I can scroll through to be seeing whatever is available, right? I can be scrolling through to see what is available. But then let's say I'm interested in spare parts advisor. I want to know more about it. Click on the title spare parts advisor. Scroll down. In everything, you have to scroll down. Scroll down and see what exactly does the job talk about. So you would see we are looking for a spare parts advisor to manage inventory parts, so and so. You are seeing what the job is about. You are seeing the minimum qualification. It says an HND. If you have an HND, it's a good job for you. It's a mid-level job, 5 years experience, and the working hours is full-time within the time of 8 to 5 or as prescribed by the person that is hiring, but definitely it could be around 8 to 5. You would see their responsibilities. It is very, very important to read about the responsibilities and the requirements. I say that I would veer off a bit. Pardon me, Benin. I would say that about I would say that read about the requirements, because the requirements help you to tailor your CV to the job. Make sure that as you have read the requirement is saying that identify, source and issue automotive spare parts. You can also put it in your CV. At my previous role, I identified and sourced, or I sourced automotive spare parts. When the employer sees your CV, knows that okay, you are someone I'm looking for. I want to talk more with you. Do you get it? So that is how to find the job. Now let's see how to apply it. From the laptop view, the application is on your right. It is side by side, so you don't even need to go to a different page. I'll come to those who use the phone very soon. Apply here. Now it's giving me a warning. Before you apply, this form uses saved account details. Please ensure you have a verified phone number in an email address before applying for the job. So it's giving me a warning. Sometimes it gives a warning that update your profile or update your CV. You do not match this specific job. That's why we are saying AI is doing everything. So make sure that your CV and your profile is well done, it's top notch. Enter your years of experience. I have 2 years of experience. Enter your monthly salary expectation. Already, we have the Ghana cedi stated over there. If you want to be paid in dollars, you can write dollars, you can choose dollars, but I'll stick with Ghana cedis. So I write 2,000 cedis, and then I come and put my cover letter here. I can do it with an AI tool, put my cover letter here, and then I come down. This feature, I do not have access to it because I have not filled my profile to a 90%. But then you can also do this. You can apply with your uploaded CV, or you can attach a new CV. Maybe you have tailored your CV. Once I click on this option, I now choose a file in my file, or in my file, my downloader, or whatever it is that you have. Once you are done, click on apply now. Once you click on apply now, you're going to get an alert that you have applied for the job. Very, very simple. Extremely simple. Those who are using their phones as well, you're going to see something similar. You're going to see the interface like this, but this time your apply would be at the top. Your apply would be at the top. It would indicate apply here. Once you click on apply here, the same questions are going to be asked. And then once you are done, scroll down and click on apply now. Once you click on that, you are done. You are done. You can go back and then apply for other jobs. Apply for all, you have a pool of jobs. But please take note, for every job, there is the location mentioned, the how long the employer wants you to work full time. There is also a duration. This duration 1 week ago means that the job was posted 1 week ago. If you come and you see a job that was posted, let's say, if I come down, I might see a job that was posted 2 months or 1 month ago. Please, ideally, 1 month ago, you should have it in mind that maybe the employer has already or has finished hiring for that role. There's a possibility that you are not, you might apply and you will not hear from the employer. So please, if you're applying for roles that are very old, please apply with a pinch of salt, or do not apply with the hope that you're going to get a response by hook or crook. Please apply. You can apply. You never know. Some employers might take more than a month to even go through it. It depends on what maybe they are tied up at work or anything. But please, when you apply for very old roles, take your time and make sure that you understand that this job, maybe the employer has finished hiring for the role. So if you have any questions, please leave it in the chat box, and I will hand over to Benedicta.
Oh, thank you so much, Clara. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, so application is easy, sign up is very much easy. And you don't need to stress about cover letter and CVs anymore. Just use the AI career tool, and at a little tiny fee, you can get access to it. All right, so there's some questions that we want to address, and Rita will take us through that question. Okay, someone's asking, David is asking, please, the Joban CV career tool, can you unsubscribe after purchasing and creating your CV? Over to you, Rita.
Yes, so once you purchase the AI career tool, we have the weekly package, which is for 7 days. We have the monthly package, which is for a month, and then the quarterly package for 3 months. So if you purchase the 1 week package, and it's going to expire after 7 days, so then it's not going to, unless you reactivate it. So you don't need to keep resubscribing. Once it expires, you would have to now reactivate it again. If you want it to be automatic, you can set it as that as well.
Okay. All right, Rita. So what are the prices? I know it's affordable, very, very, very affordable. What are the prices?
So it's very, very, very affordable. Our weekly package is only, can you guess? It's only 48 Ghana cedis. 48 is even less than 50 Ghana cedis. And for our monthly package, it's 112 Ghana cedis. That's for a whole month. And if you want the access for 3 months, that one is 320 Ghana cedis. So it's very affordable. And once you can use it for anything. You can use it for an unlimited number of CV rewrites, an unlimited number of interview prepping and all of that. There's no limit. Once your time is not up, you can use it for as many CVs as you want, for as long as you want. So again, the weekly package is only for 48 Ghana cedis. The monthly is for 112 Ghana cedis, and the 3 months package is 320 Ghana cedis.
Okay. Please, I hope you got the prices right and it's affordable. Just choose the one you want and you are good to go. So we are wrapping up this session, and yes, I saw someone say that they need a remote job. Please, more jobs there for job woman. Open job. Who need job? More jobs there for Jupiterman. Please log on to jupiterman.com.gh and apply as Clara has shown us. Please do that. And whether remote or hybrid, whether any other job, please do that. And it's simple. She has shown you how to do it. So you don't need to stress. And the AI character is always here to also assist you. And join our WhatsApp channels. Go on to Facebook, go on to Instagram, as well as our LinkedIn, and you'll find the link there. So please now let us know your final words. Yes, we've spoken extensively about job hunting, the tips and tricks. Now, what advice do you have for job seekers? The key takeaways they need to know. Let's start with you, Rita.
Okay, so all you need to know, is that we are in the age of technology where you do not need to allow someone who is making use of what we have to be above you. Make sure you also make use of the resources. A lot of people only use AI to just Google, what is this, what is that? But there are so many more things you can use it for. So make use of technology, make use of the AI career tool to be able to get that dream job, to be able to push yourself or portray yourself as the qualified candidates that you are. Don't allow the fact that you are the only one who is not making use of it to appear archaic or appear as if you are not knowledgeable or you are not even qualified. There's even a possibility that you are even more qualified for the role, but you are not getting it because you are not placing yourself, or you are not doing the right thing to place yourself as someone who qualifies. So make use of AI, make use of the AI career tool, and land your dream job.
Okay, so make use of AI career tool and land your dream job. Thank you, Rita. Then Jessica, let's hear from you. What are your final key takeaways for job seekers?
All right, thank you, Benedicta. I really enjoyed this session. Even though I was a panelist on this session, on this webinar, I learned one or two. So my final key words to any job seeker out there is be proactive, right? Don't wait for opportunities. Go out there, build your online portfolio, right? I'll also say that you should keep learning, keep upscaling, right? Update your skills, get your certifications to improve your opportunities to land that job role. Also, build your network. LinkedIn optimization. I keep saying this now. Whenever we as recruiters, when we apply for any jobs, we Google you, we go to your LinkedIn, we see your online presence. So make sure you are optimizing your LinkedIn in the right way. And also, like I keep saying, highlight those keywords in your CVs. AI is the new thing in town now, right? So those keywords, always make sure you are tailoring your CV to any job description or any job role you're applying to. And so I think this has really been a great session. I really, really, truly enjoyed it. Thank you, everyone. And thank you for joining too.
Thank you. Thank you, Jessica. Yes, she has to really emphasize the tailoring the CV, and I think Rita mentioned the AI career too as well. And so, Clara, let's hear from you. Your final key takeaway.
Okay, so my final words would be that it's an advice to job seekers that applying for jobs, it shouldn't feel like it's a race. That maybe I've applied for one job and I'm not hearing anything from the employer, so I've stopped applying. In the beginning, Benedicta mentioned that she applied for 58 jobs before she landed the one that she is in right now. We are not saying that you need to apply for 100 jobs before you get to one, but there's competition out there. The jobs are also a lot. Somebody might be a lot better than you, somebody might be more experienced than you, but don't leave it at applying for one job and then expecting that you are going to hear from the employer. Even me, before landing this role, of course I applied for jobs, different jobs. I even went for some interviews. Some of them, they did not get back to me, but that doesn't mean that the employer owes me an employment or an offer letter. Some of them you would apply, some of them you will not hear from them, some of them they will get back to you, but for some of them, I mean, one of them you are going to get a job. So apply, and don't just apply for one, apply for more, and make sure that as you are applying or as you are yet to receive a response from the employer, make sure that you're improving your skills, polish up your skills, take it as feedback from when you apply. Maybe you're not hearing anything from the employer. Okay, let me move up my CV. Let me follow up maybe with the company that posted a role. Maybe there's something that they need to tell me. So do not think that maybe applying for jobs on JobberMan is a scam, or it's not real, or the employers that will post their jobs, they are lying to us. No. Please know that we have legit jobs, and then keep applying. Definitely, your job is there for you. Hope a job and your job day here.
Yes, more job day here. Thank you so much, Rita, and thank you so much to our guest and everyone who joined this session. You've made this very insightful. And the questions and the comments that you already have, if you're not able, since you're not able to answer everything, whatever questions you have, please do well to contact our customer service team or send us a WhatsApp on that customer service number on 054 290 4650. I'll repeat this: 054 290 4650. So for further questions and inquiries, please do to do that. And you can always check out our blog and articles on jobberman.com.gh/discover. jobberman.com.gh/discover. Then you would have more things you want to know. And follow us on socials: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, WhatsApp channels, and the AI Career Tool link, as well as the WhatsApp channel links, are in the comment section. So please do want to check them out in the comments. Copy, paste it in your browser, and then you will have access to them. Thank you so much, everybody, and see you next time on another interesting webinar. And my name is Benedicta Oklu. Thanks to our guest. See you same time next time. Bye.
Bye. You did a good job.
Please, I am looking for a job. I will do anything.
Whoop a job With Jobberman, you don't just find vacancies, you unlock opportunities. We've helped over 20,000 Ghanaians land their dream jobs and build meaningful careers. Our platform offers verified job listings you can trust, a fast and seamless sign-up process, expert career resources to make your applications stand out, personalized job alerts that bring the right roles straight to you. And now, as we celebrate 13 years of transforming careers in Ghana, we are giving back. Some lucky job seekers will get exclusive free access to our AI career tool to polish their CVs, write winning cover letters, and get noticed faster. Don't miss out. Your dream job could be just one click away. Whoop a job. More jobs day here.
Yeah, I got employment through the Jobberman platform. It was very easy. I was introduced by a friend. Okay, my name is Frederick Tinkline. Yeah, I'm an accountant working with Papaya now. Yeah, I got employment through the Jobberman platform. It was very easy. I was introduced by a friend, and when I lost my job through redundancy, so I went to the Jobberman platform, who a friend introduced me into, and then they asked me a few questions on the website, which I able to upload all of them, and then I upload my CV as well. And they asked me whether if I wanted to upgrade my CV to in such a way that will attract employers for my sake. Okay, so I agreed, and then I agreed as well. And after that, I also alert myself to everyday job alert. So that from there, then every day I'm getting the job alert. So one of them brought our accountant, which we needed. So I did process my application, and then I was shortlisted. So I was interviewed by the Jobberman through a video interview. And then he asked me, and then my application was forwarded to the Papaya. So I came for interview, and by his grace also I was engaged. So the process was very simple. They didn't demand any money from me, but I was able to introduce me, and then by his grace, once I was qualified, I was able to make it. And then my future with this company is very bright. Because when I lost my job initially, I was thinking it's over, but by his grace now, I'm able to be online with my career, and the future is also bright as well. So I wanted to recommend Jobberman to everyone, including my family members, which I'm already doing it, as well as also introducing to my friends as well. So I'm grateful.